Yeah, I'm not sure I understand this question here. If I go into the game and, I paint a item, that box is from Blender. I'm not sure what you want to do with it, that you would want to change its origin. Unless, when you made the thing, maybe you did not apply, or you applied all transforms or whatnot, and it was not centered after the fact. You want to change it so it's centered closer in, because you found that when you were in here and you were painting that, well, even though the radius is only 3.3 meters, 0.1 meter apart, it still was not painting close to the brush. So you say, well, after the fact, I want that to be in the middle after it's already a forced item. Now do check that your origins is set to 0, 0, 0 of your 3D cursor, and then you can just geometry to origin, just pick it up out the ground. But anytime you move, rotate, or scale, it's a great idea to just apply all transforms. Now we can just, because it's actually origin is the little orange dot. See, unless you apply all them transforms, it's not gonna. It's associated with the 3D cursor, but you got to apply all the transforms for it to use it. Does that make sense? Like, it can be set to the 3D cursor, but if you move it, it's not automatically going to put that dot back there. You got to apply all them transforms if you want it to be actually associated. See, the game knows, BeamNG knows 0, 0, 0. And everything needs to be, it doesn't have to be dead center. Just all those transforms have to be applied. See. Now it's painting where it should. Now, another thing, sometimes people, they do after the fact, they may decide to raise the terrain. They want to put a hill there. Or maybe they want to put a valley there. Well, those locations are all saved, right? They're all saved now. But it don't have to be that way. You can easily fix that by just the item that you want to adjust. In this case, it's this element here. You just snap to terrain, but it's got to be selected there. And as you paint, it'll adjust these things to the new terrain location, depending on where they are. Even if they're in the ground, it'll pull them up out the ground and snap them to the terrain. That's a good thing about that. It works with all the stuff. However, if you move the terrain though of something like this, it can be a little tricky to do because there's multiple things here. But I can save you a lot of time without you having to figure out which one it is. You can just select them all by holding down Control. Actually, I think you don't even have to do that. You can just hit the groups, and then with all of them selected, do the same thing and paint to the terrain, and it'll raise not only just the item, it'll raise everything selected, is what I'm trying to say. It's easier to do that than trying to figure out which one it is you try to raise and select it by itself. It's just easier just to grab them all. And so in this case, these things ain't got to be anything else done to them. They're where they're supposed to be. But I don't know any other way to explain it. I don't know